Mr. Moody, for what purpose?
Will the gentleman yield for a few questions?
Be glad to yield for questions, Mr. Moody.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And just based on the questions that were just laid out, I just wanted to
Sure.
clear some things up. Is it true that Title II of the ADA governs public entities, which includes public schools?
I would assume so.
And is it true that under Title II, a public school must already make reasonable accommodations for students with disabilities?
I would assume so.
Are you aware of the definition of an individual with a disability in the ADA?
No, I'm not. Not off the top of my head, I'm not.
So it's a person who has a physical or mental impairment that substantially limits a major life activity.
Okay.
And yesterday we heard examples, student with a colostomy bag or a deformity were brought up in the debate, and they would be considered individuals with disabilities. And so under federal law, accommodations have to be provided already. Is that your understanding?
It sounds like with what you've laid out, that would be logical.
So, and based on the questions that Mr. Simmons is asking, if we have federal law that deals with and mandates accommodations for students with disabilities, then how, in what way does this amendment do anything for those kids? Because they got brought into this conversation.
As I said in my close before Mr. Simmons asked me questions, if anyone believed or misunderstood, certainly I never made comments.
No, none of these were your comments.
I understand, and I appreciate that. I don't believe this is about students with disabilities as you've described, and I don't think anyone should present it in that way.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. I move passage.
Members' question occurs in final passage of Senate Bill 2078. It's a record vote. Clerk will ring the bell. Show Representative Patty voting aye. Show Representative Alonso voting no. Have all voted? Being 94 ayes and 51 nays, Senate Bill 2078 is finally passed.